Alrighty. We are live with more going through the answer riddles. Like, replaying them, that is. So, we rushed away. Okay, who should we take on next? And there you go, number 5. 5 medals, my favorite number. Just a little thing, 5 is my favorite number.
キリエ様の影に隠れておどおどしていた幼子がいつの間にかあんなに元気になって
親族会議を重ねるたびに若者の成長を感じるものです。あと数年も経てばエンジェ様も恋を覚え化粧を覚えやがては一人前のレディーに成長されるのでしょうね。
そうですね。普通に年月を重ねてくださったなら。
A cruel fate will force the chick called Angie into a lonely future. Yes. It's not like a cruel prediction, but it's a cruel fate. And, this is Angie's decision, to fix the fate herself. If an egg isn't warmed, it won't hatch. The egg she is now will not be warmed by anyone, and it will not hatch.
エンジェ様は冷え切った卵のまま孤独な未来を迎えるほかないのでしょうか。
卵の殻はいつだって内側から破られるもの。
Oh, okay. Now we're going through, like, when it comes to Angie, the logic behind, a cruel, comparing, like, Angie's lonely future to, like, the logic of an egg.
冷え切った殻はとてもとても硬いでしょうが、それでも破れぬものではありません。
エンジェ様にその強さがあるでしょうか。
それを得ることができるか否か、それがこの最後のゲームと聞いています。
私たちはもっとメッセージを送るべきではないでしょうか。せめて温められぬ卵なら殻が割りやすいよう少しでも外から叩くとか。
自らの殻を割る力もないヒナを無理に卵の外へ出せば寒風に耐えることはできないでしょうね。エンジェ様はその力とたくましさを自ら得なければならないのです。
ですからその力とたくましさを私たちは何とか伝えることはできないんでしょうか。
言葉とは与えられるものでなく受け止めるものです。私たちが何を与えようともエンジェ様が受け止めなければ何の意味もない。
そうですね。私たちが何を伝えてもエンジェ様が耳を貸さなければ意味がない。
見守るしかないんですよ、私たちには。馬を水場に連れて行くことはできても飲ませることはできないのですから。
That's like saying, like, it is up to the horse whether the water is safe to drink. We're not. What the fuck, bro?
エンジェ様がより良い未来を自ら選択してくれることを祈るしかありませんな。
エンジェ様が諦めと悲しみを紛らわせるためだけの怒りに身を任せず、本当にエンジェ様が求めておられるたった一つの願いに純粋であってさえくれれば、彼女は絶対に自分の一番の願いを叶えることができるでしょう。
皮肉なものです。その一番の願いを自ら一番最初に否定されているのですから。
笑う角に福来たる。泣きっ面に蜂。信ずる者は救われる。
I mean, people say tears bring misfortune, but what if it's like tears of joy?
人の思いが、その強さが自分の未来を自ら生み出すのです。
せめてその言葉だけでもかけてあげたいものですが。
バトラ様も厳しい。そのような言葉さえも許さず、エンジェ様が自分の力だけで築いてくれることを願っている。
I mean, I guess when it comes to Battler, it really depends on like how many episodes it took for him to make him grow as a character, to whether he can be like strict, and caring at the same time when it comes to Angie.
私たちには見守ることしかできないのですね。
Might as well.
だからせめて祈りましょう。
We argue for hope.
彼女が最も望む未来をその手につかめるように。
おや、私どもご指名ですか。
どうせ全員に挑むもん。ねえおばさん。ねえ。
さあ、私たちに問題を出してちょうだい。サクサク解いちゃうんだから。
I'm gonna solve it in a finger snap, just like that. Crumbling Sandy, good to see you again as well. I'm just going back through these riddles again. Basically, like if I solve all of them, usually like the correct, mostly all the correct answers. You get like additional dialogue from it. But yeah, I can say this week has been going alright. And I also got, a couple stuff to discuss. I think once I'm finished the recording, I also got like a couple of stuff to discuss. I was like dimming through a couple worth of articles. So pretty interesting to discuss. Interesting. Do your thing. No, I'll do my thing. Before I end the stream. So, as long as you stick around and I'll discuss it like when I get the chance.
そうですか、そうですか。では、とっておきの問題を出さないといけませんな。
Sure, I got nowhere to read. All right, awesome. Because I always love being early in the morning, even though but streaming around like I don't know during a normal day is going to be rare. So if you see me not talking like usual, I got shadow banned again for the millionth time. So if that happens, well, that's fucking unfortunate. That's the thing, right? Like, it's usually hard to see. I have probably 1 to 2 viewers watching me, but as long as I see the live reactions from chat, then it'll be perfectly fine. So at least it's not like chat is not like a fucking tumbleweed, if you know what I mean.
源氏、お前も何か出題してやるがいい。とっておきをな。
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm always like, I always don't mind, having some sort of discussion.
かしこまりました。それでは、とっておきを。
Whoa. I hope that Genji-san would give me a simple puzzle, but now he's saying it'll be tough. Scary. The shadow banning thing for when it comes to YouTube live stream chat, it can be annoying. That's why I'm kind of curious on if there's a way to go to a website and make an alternate chat system for it. I know some streamers did that to bypass the YouTube chat in a way, but I don't know I mean I know what it is, but I forgot the name. So it's but I've heard about it. Well, I'll beat both of them. So it would be cool because it's what if I don't mind displaying my profanity here, but I'm pretty sure I said one I said one cuss word and when I was trying to type a YouTube comment somewhere, and then all of a sudden it got deleted it got automatically deleted by the system YouTube. So it's the fuck.
では、私から参りましょう。私はお医者さんですからな。救急車の問題でも出すとしましょう。
I know. I'll say I don't know, this fictional character is the C word, and then it got automatically deleted after after a few minutes later. So it's it's not even I was insulting anyone. I was just insulting. See, that's the thing. I'm insulting a fictional character I don't like. And then boom, banned. Not really banned, but deleted. And I'm sitting here, I'm what the fuck? That's bullshit. Alright, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I'm using an answer sheet, but I might as well click it again anyway, so.
ハテナは数字なの？でも、救急は文字でしょ？
So, what was the question? It was question number... Okay, well.
数字足す文字なんて計算できないよ。
救急ってのがなんだかダジャレっぽいわね。
Just the moderation is just done by a bunch of bots now, and the shadow ban thing was never been dealt with properly.
ほら、救急って救急とも聞こえない？
I mean, Twitter also has that similar thing as well. Because it has the thing there where I couldn't even see replies unless I have to go through the profile and see the reply. I don't know, it's pretty dumb.
つまりハテナに99を足すと救急車になるってこと？
Twitch has the same problem as well? I thought Twitch doesn't have that problem. Maybe it's like... That's weird. Well, that's pretty fucking unfortunate then.
ハテナ足す99で出てくる数字がどうして救急車になるのかしら。
Maybe that's why. Like, maybe the way to like bypass it is using like fucking emojis or some shit. They gotta use like emojis or like custom made emotes to like bypass the bullshit system.
わかった。
The emojis make it worse? Oh no. God damn it. I guess it's like emoji spamming is technically like... I wouldn't say forbidden, but I guess some people think it's annoying. Fucking hell, dude. How do you get banned a lot? How do you get banned for using emoji? That's fucking crazy. The only surefire way to not get shadow banned from what I tried is having someone mod you, or if you don't want to do that, just mod them and then unmod them. I mean... There's going to be a point where that if I do cultivate a big, you know, audience, or if I cultivate, you know, an audience with like similar interests and shit like that, and if I get some fucking weirdo, then yeah, maybe I'll probably consider finding a moderator. But, well, who knows?
なになに？どうして？
ヒントね。救急車じゃない赤いランプの車とはパトカーのことよ。もう分かったんじゃない？
Alright. QQ means emergency. In Japan, if you answer a number question mark to emergency, you get a vehicle with a red flashing light and ambulance. If you subtract question mark from 130, you get a different kind of vehicle with a red flashing light. And in the US, if you add question mark to emergency, you could get either kind of vehicle, but only if you put it in reverse. See, this one I don't even know per se. That's why I was like, I have the answer sheet anyway. I wanted to get extra dialogue out of it for answering questions, right? So I answered C? What the fuck? Oh yeah, I was going through the fucking video too, so I was like, I fucking don't even know. So the correct answer was supposed to be D. God damn it. That's the weird part, right? When I looked through the thing, I was like, I couldn't even tell. This sounds like some kind of... This sounds a little bit too cryptic for me. Cryptic, if you ask me. Alright. Yeah.
20!
Maybe...
20に99を加えると119!
If you, emergency sounds like 99, if you add 20 to it, you get 119.
救急車を呼ぶ番号!
Oh. Okay, I think I know what they meant by that. So... Is that the is that the backward number for like when you're calling, when you're trying to pick up the phones for like call for emergency? Is 911, but it's like, but instead like, wait, the numbers, wait, so the numbers were reversed. So basically, you have to guess the number for emergency number. I feel like this is an obvious answer, but at the same time, it's like I could have just took the time. It's just like I was sitting here, I was like, oh, fuck.
130から20を引くと110。こっちはパトカーを呼ぶ番号ね。
Is that the Wait, that's also the emergency number for calling the cops in Japan? I didn't know that. I didn't even know that. What if I just, let's see, emergency number for Japan. Well, it's 119. So for calling the cops in Japan is 110. I didn't even, I never thought of that. Dude, that's something I didn't know.
お見事、正解だ。やはりエンジェさんは頭が柔軟ですな。
Reverse 911. It is a public safety communications technology used by public safety organizations in Canada and the United States as well. I mean, I didn't know something like that either. I mean, here's the thing, right? When it comes to Japan, I always love, like, trying to have an understanding to it, right? Like, when it comes, especially when they're pretty strict with foreigners, right? In Japan, like, if you want to travel there, like, here's the thing, right? You have to have, like, street smarts. You have to know, like, you know, well, technically, you have a basic understanding of, talking, the language of it, obviously. But I didn't even know that you have to know the fucking emergency numbers, like.
さすが賢いぞ、我が孫よ。
I mean, then again, like, if you didn't know, trampled on by your average person, pretty much.
おめでとう。これはあんたのメダル。
If you're going to live in Japan, you have to know the culture and how things work to begin with, or you're just playing yourself. That's the thing, right? You have to, like, you gotta have, like, the will, capability, and understanding when it comes to Japan. Otherwise, like, you just get fucked. And then you're gonna end up like the fucking... I mean, as long as you don't end up like the fucking unhinged person on Twitter that complaining about, like, how Japan treats you, then it was like, well, you're the one who fucking made the decision anyway. See, here's the thing, right? If you're going to make... This is common knowledge, right? If you want to have like an understanding and decision, you gotta make it or break it, So there's that thing in mind. At any rate, the gold medal glittering in Nanja's hand is now mine. Okay, now I'll defeat Genji too and get another one.
そうそう、その息よ。どんどん解いていっちゃいましょう。
Hell yeah. Gold medal number 6. Oh shit.
では源氏さん、どうぞ。
Yeah. What is Genji gonna say?
我が友は黙して語らぬが、こう見えて博識だ。どんな問題が飛び出すやら、私も興味深いぞ。
I mean, if you try to like move to another country that isn't America, I mean, think about it like this. There is no like perfect country per se. But however, when it comes to moving to another country, there's also, not every country, when you try to like get away from America, is going to be the same, You got to think of like, certain adaptations. You got to think about, like, you got to do research beforehand, There really isn't. And most of the reasons people want to go to another country are pretty... Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, excuses.
それでは園児様、お覚悟を出題させていただきます。
The puzzle starts now. Oh shit. There was someone that I was talking to only wanted to go to Japan just to check out manga and stuff, and that's fine if you're going there for being a tourist, but not if you want to really live there. Oh no. Oh dude. If you're going to be like a fucking tourist, I mean here's the thing, right? As a Wait. Oh, Paris. Okay. I started to get so tense that my stomach began to hurt.
大丈夫よ。しっかり。
That's a weird part. That's a weird thing, right? As an Asian tourist myself, I can sort of get away with going to Japan per se, but I'll still have to learn, their culture. So Aunt Eva gripped my hand firmly, and my stomach ache got a little better. Okay, that's weird, right? How can your stomach ache? How can a stomach ache, feel better? I mean, I guess, I guess when it says, I guess when it means when your stomach hurts, that means like it's a sense of like nervousness, and it's not just like, a physical condition per se.
園児様は割り算はできますか？
Oh, yeah, not everyone. I mean, stomach cramps in general suck, so it is never fun nonetheless.
塾で習った。
すごいわね。まだ6歳なのに。
では問題なさそうです。出題させていただきます。
This is bad. I did learn division, but I'm not very good at it. Yeah. 5 centimeters in length. This candle is made so that half its remaining length burns away over the course of each hour. Each hour, the candle is half as long as it was before, and when its length is 1 centimeter or less, the flame goes out. After 3 hours, the flame had disappeared. What was the length of the candle at that time? Well, I already looked up the answer sheet for it, so but we'll just click this anyway again.
1時間ごとにその時の長さの半分が燃えるのね。最初の1時間で5センチの半分。
I never took man, I haven't took Pepto-Bismol in like years.
それが次の1時間でさらに半分。
And the only time I took it was like during school, because usually having stomach issues usually distracts you within, during a learning process.
そして3時間目でさらに半分。
電卓ないとよくわかんない。おばさんわかる？
わかった。意地悪な問題だわ、これ。
I mean, there were times I had heartburn, but that was only because like I used to eat like a lot of unhealthy food at the time. But I mean, luckily I cut down off of it. So
意地悪って？
これ、割り算は関係ないわ。
why isn't this is pretty mean puzzle by Eva? And I was like, why is it mean? The fuck, Angie? You mean to tell me that I mean all puzzles are mean? What do you mean?
よく問題の文章を読み返してみて。
What was it again? Oh, dude. You're talking to a streamer right here that is like have a high craving in eating like ramen, especially Shin ramen. I love like spicy ramen brands, or not really brands, but like flavoring, you know. Oh, you and me both, man. I shake your hand right about now. Oh yeah, totally. Speaking of spicy ramen, there was an article I read where it's an old article per se, but there was an old article from like maybe like a while ago. It's not too old, but it said like there was a certain country that banned a ramen brand for being too spicy. So I do want to. I think right after I, end the recording, I can go over it. As ramen you could eat for the rest of your life and be satisfied with life. I mean, ramen is like my always an everyday thing for me as an Asian person, and it'll be like that, even though it's like nutritionally negative, it doesn't matter because it's always the comfort food regardless. All right, so yeah, it's supposed to be E. I don't know why, but maybe it'll give me something.
5センチが1時間で2.5センチになって、また1時間で 1.25 センチになって、また1時間で 0.625 センチになって、
2.5, 1.25, and it becomes 0.625. No words.
レンジェちゃん、計算は必要ないのよ。
You don't need to use math.
問題をよく思い出してみて。ろうそくは何センチになったら消えちゃうんだっけ？
Yeah, I'm a fan of eating I mean, I know what onigiri is. I think I tried it like once before, but it's like a type of rice ball.
ああ、騙されるとこだった。長さが1センチになったら消えちゃうんだから、どう燃えても関係ないんだ。
1 centimeter? Oh shit. The flame on this candle dies when the candle is 1 centimeter in length. In other words, it can never get shorter than 1 centimeter. So the right answer is the fifth choice, about 10 millimeter. You would be right. I heard that in most cases that can fill you up for the whole day in fat, which sounds good to you. Dude, I mean, if it's gonna fill us up for the whole day, then like eating a fucking burger, I would take that over fucking unhealthy, bullshit any time.
正解でございます。
Like if it's just something like that can like get me through the entirety of a work day, then fuck, dude. I will buy them in a heartbeat.
おお、素晴らしいぞ、エンジ。
It's like $1 or something like that, maybe a little more than that. You could save some real money eating those. I mean, if it's going to be like a sort of food where I can just eat it and last it for a day and not, feel like a sense of hunger in me, then instead of like having like 2 meals a day, then fuck, that'll be something.
よく惑わされなかった。
1 mil. Damn, bro.
引っかかるところだった。
Let's see. Millimeter. Wait, what? Oh. So if I 10. Oh. Ain't that some shit? Okay. If you look them up, they're rather big and they have a bunch of what looks like meats and stuff stacked in so you could get full from those.
Genji さんも意地が悪いわ。
A trend. Did you hear about the trend in Japan where you have women that are rubbing onigiri under their armpits, getting sweat all over them, and selling them in restaurants? And they cost double what regular. That's weird. I didn't even know that that's a thing. That sounds like that sounds like the, you know, rubbing them under their armpits. That sounds like the meme with now you make me want to look it up. I'll look it up later after recording there, but you can remind me. But it kind of if they're doing that, then it kind of reminds me of the bathwater meme. Fucking hell.
割り算はできますかなんて聞いておいて。あれが引っ掛けだったわけね。
はい。申し訳ございませんでした。
You aren't wrong, because it's just the fact that you can take a beautiful woman and just slap her in front of a broad and make tons of money with ease. I mean, that kind of crazy fad in Japan is pretty funny. Although, it kind of reminds me of the bathwater meme, but at the same time, it's like, I don't even know if it's even sanitary per se. Because if it's just cost double what the regular one cost, then that's pretty wild. I mean, then again, if it's like a Japanese porn star that is doing it, then obviously, then you know. You even said it yourself with the bathwater girls selling jar of farts, etc. You already had it right there. Oh no! Don't really remind me about the jar part. That one. When I saw like a certain tweet of it or like a post, there weren't even porn stars either. They were just regular Japanese women. Holy fuck! That's crazy.
源氏さんはたまに表情一つ変えずに引っ掛けてきますからな。
おめでとうございます、エンジェ様。
Hell yeah.
こちらが私の問題を正解したことの証である。
Let's
メダルで
go.
ございます。
ありがとう。エバーバさん、またメダルが集まった。
いい調子ね。
The jar of farts one was freaking stupid because you had people that were just buying it as a joke. Whereas if they're actually buying it as a quote unquote joke, then you know, then they have already made a joke out of themselves. So
まだまだ集める。
you're just so you just proved the point. So they just proved the point that she is capitalizing off of your fucking, you know, dumb bullshit.
いっぱい集めておじい様に素敵なご褒美をもらうの。
張り切るがよいぞ、我が孫よ。頑張れ、エンジェさん。
Who's to say it was even their quote unquote farce in the first place? How do you know they didn't just have some? You know, I feel like I'm, you know, considering that story, I think I'm pretty sure I think I lost brain cells from that alone.
あんたのブーンを祈ってるよ。
You know, the fact that they capitalize off of others just of their own farts is just fucking insane to me.
他の方もお待ちでしょう。さあ、ぜひ次の方に挑戦を。
ありがとう。
I mean, there's bathwater and then the fucking pink sauce meme. But the one with the fucking jar part is just like, man, it just completely lost the faith. It completely loses faith, bro.
もっともっと頑張るね。
Like, come the fuck on. We dashed away. There are still many people waiting to give me puzzles. I have tons of chances to get medals. Okay, who should I challenge next? Medal number 7. After Angie and Eva left, oh yeah, I've lost faith in humanity ever since I'm in my early 20s. Like, I don't want to be fucking, like, I don't mean to be doomer. I mean, technically, I'm like, you're talking to someone who's like half pessimistic, half like tired and shit, but man, what is even going on anymore, dude? I can yeah, I can see why it's successful, but still, it's like it's some, but not everyone has like the common sense to think like, yeah, this is pretty cringe.
エンジェの調子はどうかな。
Nobody really wants to see the bad side of things, but considering how the world is right now, where it's likely going there, isn't really much reason to be optimistic. See, that's the thing, right? I mean, I kind of understand why, like, people wanted me to like steer away from negativity, but like, there's a lot of shit really going on to where it's like, it's just, it gets pretty tiring. And you know, there are like settings to where you can actually filter things out, but it doesn't really help that it's going to be shoved in your face no matter the cost.
調子はわからぬが楽しんではおるようだぞ。
That's extremely hard to stay away from stuff like that if you're constantly on the internet, even for a short period of time. Pretty much.
俺もうっかり騙されちまうところだったぜ。
恐縮でございます。
I mean, here's the thing, right? Even it's not just me. I mean, there are some boomers out there that can be doomer too. I mean, look at look at the extremely younger generation. Like, there's a extreme lack of good faith as well, if you think about it that way.
しかし意外だぜ。
And I'm not saying like all per se, but there is a sense of entitlement that it can be pretty draining.
源氏さんがこういうフェイクっぽい問題を出すなんてな。もっと素直な、わかりやすい問題を出すとばっかり思ってたぜ。
That is true, but those sound like the boomers that are tuned into how the culture works right now, but that is rare because the boomers are in their old little world at the moment. And most of them don't really understand how much things have changed these days. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, look at me right now. I mean, like, I can still enjoy things nonetheless. Doesn't mean, just because I can still enjoy things in mind doesn't mean like I'm not born in that fucking particular like year. You know what I mean?
我が友は無口であるからそう思われがちであるが、こやつめ、こう見えてなかなかの策士ですな。源氏さんとチェスを戦えばそれがよくわかりますぞ。
It is getting harder to enjoy things now, though, especially with entertainment. That's the funny thing. Like, going back to like the boomer topic, there's a lot of like middle-aged to elderly people that have been, going after people's hobbies. They just hate on them for what they enjoy. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's like, I mean, I know it's like really easy to judge people but it's like, but it's like, I was like, okay, well, y'all, enjoy similar things, so why couldn't I? Yeah.
私とて時折騙される。この真面目そうな顔でシャーシャーと私を引っ掛けるのだ。昔からそうであるぞ。
I mean, you already have that not even just boomers, but the newer generation and some millennials as well. I know you heard about all the censoring and political garbage they tend to put in games. Well, that is true. I mean, I see that quite a lot. So, it's not new. It's not surprising.
なのに何度騙されても私は引っかかる。
Pretty crazy, in all honesty.
そういえばさ。
I mean, it's going to get to the point where like AI is going to be taking over all because like people are too incompetent in their job and just like putting like the agenda that has got nothing to do with fiction, Fucking crazy.
源氏さんとじい様ってどういう縁なんだ？
You forgot about AI. Yeah. There's been, oh yeah, like if we're talking about that, then the discourse of it is still ongoing nonetheless. For just an instant, Kinzo glanced at Genji's face. Apparently, he didn't plan on touching on this subject if Genji had any objections. However, Genji spoke as though there was no point hiding it any longer.
私と親方様はかつて台湾にてご縁がありました。
Ah, I see. So we're going on the logic of it. we're talking about something here.
ご縁とはよそよそしい。悪友であるわ。こやつも私も金持ちの宝刀息子。親に迷惑をかけてばかりのろくでなしであったわ。
Nothing but trouble.
源氏さんが宝刀息子？
The prodigal son.
そりゃびっくりだぜ。
You mean to tell me? Nah, there's no way.
じゃあ、源氏さんもかつて台湾に移住してて、そこでじい様に？
いえ、私は台湾の人間でした。
源氏さんは台湾の出身なのです。いえ、戦前は日本領でしたから、源氏さんももちろん日本人でしたがな。負けん気の強い男でな。出会ったばかりの頃は喧嘩ばかりよ。意気投合してからは竹馬の友と呼ぶにふさわしい最高の友人であった。
戦後にいろいろと混乱がありました。その混乱の中、私を助けてくださったのが親方様なのです。その時のご恩は生涯かけても返しきれないものです。
How lazy companies are, and they're lacking caring about security. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I usually say this, and I know I kept repeating this, but like, technology may be advancing, but there's always going to be some mishaps, no matter what.
それを言うな、我が友よ。
I mean, it's cool to see like some new, interesting stuff here and there, but you know, there are some things to be aware of.
私がもう少し上手に説得できていれば、お前の家族たちも連れてくることができた。私が不甲斐ないばかりに、お前しか救えなかった。
I don't know much about the details of Taiwan's history, but apparently there was still a lot of chaos there even after the war ended and Japan pulled out. Kinzo, predicting this chaos before it happened, worked out a way for Genji and his family to escape. However, Genji's family possessed great wealth in Taiwan. They were unable to abandon it and they decided to remain there. This wealth had been built up thanks to their close relationship with the Japanese-run government of Taiwan. The new regime after the war wasn't likely to welcome them with open arms. Much mayhem and confusion followed, and Genji was the only one who escaped harm. I don't know what happened to make this man, whom Kinzo just called a troublesome prodigal son, change so drastically to become the person he is today. I don't know if you hear it, but there was some antivirus solution named CloudStrike, and they're releasing some update that flat out gave computers around the world the blue screen of death. Yeah, I heard about it. I saw the article, and I read about like few to worth, but man, it keeps going back. Like I keep telling you this. Like there's always going to be some mishaps like worldwide, regardless. And, you know. Yeah, the blue screen of death. Especially when it happened at airports as well, so that was pretty fucked. Oh man. I looked at it. I was reading through it, and I was like, man, where has computers have gone by now? It was a story of friendship between the two of them, and there could be hardly any point in an unrelated person sifting through history books to interpret it however they pleased. They had been good friends since long ago, and they owed each other their lives. Though the troubled times tossed them about, their friendship held firm for decades. That's crazy. Because I thought like both Kinzo and Genji were like childhood friends, but I guess like when I say decades, it means like a few decades worth. Genji's role is now that of the butler, and when they're alone in the study, they sometimes share a drink and think back on the days of their youth. They do sound like childhood friends from how they were talking. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I was like, I saw that. I was like, maybe they are. It hasn't really been going anywhere good so far, especially for Windows computers. I mean, why do you think my laptop is still on Windows 10? Like, I know some of my friends on Discord are praising about like how good Windows 11 is, but it's like I don't think anytime it pops up for me, I'll be like, I just click the button called "fuck you" and go on with my day. And they're still that way today. Leaving Kinzo and Genji to reminisce, Battler walked off on his own. It would be rude to ask for any more detail, and he didn't need to know. Kinzo and Genji had been friends since long, long ago. So important dialogue. Your friends are the biggest liars in the world. Did they told you that? Lol, not being mean here or anything, because I don't know them well, but Windows 11 is really buggy and not very good. I've heard about that, but he was like, ugh. I don't think I've heard about the recall system, but I wouldn't be surprised if the computer forces me to go to Windows 11 as a fuck you from Microsoft, and then I'll be like suffering. But luckily I didn't know. But at some I mean my laptop's gonna be last for like a few more years, so it's not like a big issue or anything, but it's one of those moments. It's like, what if you want to go back and fucking like buy a specific Windows operating system and just go revert back to that? I mean, people did the same with like Windows 7 and shit. Windows 8 is a fucking disaster. So the recall system was extremely bad. It was basically a feature that was essentially a surveillance camera that would take a snapshot of your activities every 5 seconds, and you could go back to check whatever you wanted, just putting in some keywords. What the fuck? A surveillance That's kind of fucked. So, couldn't you turn it off though? Or is it permanently there, and then it's like every action I do and everything I do is like, that's pretty fucked. That is like asking to get like, if I ever do something stupid here and I could get canceled. Fuck? What the fuck? And the worst part about it was that if you put in some personal information, like something to do with your bank account, then it was shown on there without being censored. Well, that's even worse. Like, imagine like typing out your like credit card credentials like while using Windows 11 and shit. Like, try like saving like images and some shit, and that could get fucked.
やっつける。
胸を貸そうじゃないか。
私たちも手応えのある問題を用意しておきました。
Oh, yes. You gotta love good old Natsuki and Krause's puzzles.
私から出すかね。それとも君から？
では私から。
Natsuki's in it? Oh, yeah, of course, because, you know, ladies first.
うん。
今から言うのをよく聞いてください。白黒白黒白はてな黒白黒白黒白。
Yeah, that puzzle is something to do with the piano, so.
白黒白黒。
もう一度言いますよ。白黒白黒白はてな黒白黒白黒白。
You don't want to move to Windows 11, this sucks. Well, I'm going to expect some high hopes that people will figure this out and then boycott against Microsoft about it, but I doubt it. They rather be interested in like how technology is advancing and shit. It's like, like why do people care about that when people care about, like, you know, like look into it to whether there are some flaws or not?
このハテナには何が入るでしょう。
This is a really hard one. White, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. It looks like the white and black are alternating, but the question mark is between the white and the black. Is it gray? Is it that easy?
夏日姉さんにしてはずいぶん難しいじゃないの。
I mean, I'm impressed that you can keep up with these puzzles. Most of these have gone over my head already. I mean, some of the puzzles I wildly guessed them, and then all of a sudden it's like it obviously, you know, went through my head. So it's like, ugh. Your average person barely knows how to work a computer in the first. I mean, you're talking to someone that mostly play like video games on a computer, so hey, you know, you're who knows? Probably talking to someone here that we barely knows how to like. And I mean, like, and I'm not always perfect at how like PCs work. I mean, I think I've made some mistakes from time to time. No, I'm not always, you know, knowledgeable, if that's the proper word for it. Aunt Eva was groaning. Apparently this one's really tough.
そんなに難しいでしょうか。
Yes, Natsuki, the puzzle is hard.
経験のない人には分からん可能性もあるな。
What kind of question is that? Oh, is my puzzle that hard? Well, yes.
エヴァさんはともかくエンジェちゃんなら
Yeah, if you know a little
学校
something
や
about
幼
computers
稚
to
園
keep
で
yourself safe, then
結構
that's
見
all
ていた
usually
から
all you need. Pretty much.
何よ、私には絶対わからないっていうの？
Is it a problem that could get easier than Aunt Eva? It's hard. Black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. I wonder if I look up the piano keys. White, black, white, question mark, black, white. Huh. So the answer was supposed to be white. You know, it's funny. I could have just like imagine like, oh, it's a piano, like obviously, and then you just like look up the piano keys with fucking like a search engine. But I'm pretty sure it's like, I mean, looking up the piano keys with a search engine is cheating. Like, but it's like, well, like when was the last time you would ever play on a piano, right? I'll just ask.
ヒント
Anyway.
は夏日姉さんの言ってた
学校や幼稚園で見たことがあるかもというやつね。エンジェちゃんにはわかる？
全然。
ほら、エンジェちゃんも全然わからないって言ってるわよ。
Yeah, Natsuki, you even made Angie stun locked from understanding the puzzle.
少しヒントを出しなさい
Isn't
よ。
that crazy? Recorders? Oh, obviously a recorder.
そうですか。ではヒントを。
I mean, I played like a recorder and a piano at times back then when I was a kid, but like I used to dabble on like, you know, when Guitar Hero or Rock Band used to be popular for video games or like rhythm games at the time. So
白黒白黒、いろいろありますけど、どれを押してもとても綺麗な音が鳴りますよ。
綺麗な音？その白黒は音をさせるものなの？
押すと音が出る白黒？
I mean, this is a pretty obvious answer. So, oh boy, like what? Gee, I wonder what happens if I get it wrong. You know?
この白黒白黒ね、鍵盤だ。
Duh.
ピアノと同じ。
あ、そういうこと。これ鍵盤なのね。
You mean to tell me the Ushiramiya family mansion don't have like a piano in the house? Oh my god. I thought y'all would know this by now. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Something that can be found in kindergartens and schools, which is covered with a line of white and black things. It's an instrument, like a keyboard on a piano or a melodica.
2つの黒い鍵盤はドレミの間。
Ah, yes, the simple do re mi.
3つの黒い鍵盤はファソラシの間だから。
Do re mi fa sol la ti.
白黒白黒白はてな黒だから、白が3つでドレミ。
ミとファの間に黒い鍵盤はないわ。
I'm just wondering how rich these guys are because they do have on some really extravagant clothes and that house is huge. Yeah. The Ushiramiya family is indeed rich, but when it comes to the visual novel, there's always some family inheritance mishaps, especially on the first 4 episodes.
ミの次はすぐファになる。
つまりミの次がハテナだから、正解はファ。つまり正解は白。
There you go.
正解です。
Problem solved.
ちょっと難しすぎたかと思いましたが、さすがですね。
やるじゃないかね、2人とも。さあ、夏日。
おめでとうエンジェちゃん。これが私からのメダルです。
Yeah, the last time I answered that riddle was black, but it was like, well, I was like, oh, it was supposed to be white because of based on the, you know, the piano key order. So, no. You know, mistakes happen.
エヴァおばさん、また一つ集まったよ。
順調ね。さ、次は兄さんが出す番よ。
Oh boy, Krause's puzzle. Whatever shall I do?
解いてケチョンケチョンにしてあげるわ。
My god. Give me a break, bro. Oh no. It keeps going. This recording has been like an hour or 10 minutes by now. And Krause is being serious. He's gonna be teaching me a lesson once again.
やめて、エバおばさん、挑発しないで。問題が難しくなっちゃう。
Yeah, look what you did, Eva. Now Krause is getting serious. I can't even take this segment seriously right here.
さあ暗い玉へ難問だ。これは私が投資に関わったビルのテナントをめぐる問題だ。
My god, alright, but I'll just do that just for like pass by
どこ
time.
のビルか知らないし、わかるわけない。
I know what's on floors 1, 2, and 14, so the answer must be somewhere on one of the other floors. There's no doubt about that.
降参かね。
降参なんかしないわよ。
It's like, are you gonna give up yet?
村越出
Oh,
版
heck
は
no.
何階にあるかですって。
何階かじゃない。何階かだ。
But not on the Xth floor.
どっちも同じ階だよ。
Aunt Eva suddenly stumbled on something. Then she started counting on her fingers starting from the first floor.
わかったわ、エンジェちゃん。1階から順に声に出して読んでみて。
Might listen to this track later on though, it's not bad. Oh yeah, the Umineko original soundtracks are really good. But I morally have a bias with like when I used to listen to dance tracks back then. So they have on like a few like dance tracks on when it comes to Umineko.
一つしかないから。
どういうこと？
But yeah, this one is really easy right here. You did not know about the dance tracks? Oh, dude. Usually like in Umineko, when a murder occurs, it plays Golden Slaughter and it feels like a dance track. And some of the other ones are like felt like a dance track too when some of the segments are serious. There is a 14, but yeah, this puzzle is actually pretty easy because it took me a bit of a while earlier on the previous streams, but I was able to figure it out. There is a 14-story skyscraper with one company on each floor. The following companies have the following floors: Okamura Securities Co. Ltd. on the first floor, Yawamura Realty Co. Ltd. is on the second floor, Tamura Transport Co. Ltd. is on the 14th floor. I know that Murakoshi Publishing Co. Ltd. is also a tenant of this skyscraper, so that company must also be on the somethingth floor. However, the company president insists to me that it isn't. On which floor is Murakoshi Publishing Co. Ltd. is located? So, right there it's simple because like if you pay attention closely on the say somethingth floor, however, it isn't. Like so obviously the answer A is excluded because the first floor is already there. So if you look carefully on something if, there's like it is excluded. So something is like, for example, fifth has a th to it, so it's excluded. Seventh, so by numbers is like, so fifth is excluded. Seventh has a th, so that's excluded. And ninth, that is excluded as well. And which remains the answer, which is 3. And what it has at the end, it is third. So RD doesn't have a TH to it. So that means it is B. You remember working on this puzzle with someone else in the chat as well? Yeah, it's... I thought you originally got this one correct before. I already did, but I like to, like, you know, explain it again. Look, I like taking it because, you know, this is what happens right here. Kraus is destroyed. This is...
1階から11階の間に階と読めるフロアは3階だけだわ。
3階だけは3階とも読めるけど、それ以外で11階まではどれも階としか読まない。
I can respect you wanting to explain how it works now that you know. And it's not to mention, this is like my favorite part of the segment right here. Is what this is what happens when you pick the correct answer. Yeah, you see, look at the look on his face. I'm pretty sure if I answered it wrong, and then I'm pretty sure Kraus will brag. But it feels good that this is what happens when you bloat. Oh, you didn't know? Apparently Uncle Kraus once had this puzzle shown to him and he wasn't able to answer it right. He looked a bit downcast to see a kid like me solve it. For some reason, he looked even more mortified to see that Eva has solved it. Yeah, now Kraus is mad. How strange.
ほら、さっさとメダルをよこしなさいよ。
これはエンジェちゃんの知恵に表するメダルだ。
Oh, dude.
エヴァにやるわけではない。
負け惜しみを。あ
りがとう、クラウスおじさん。エンジェすごい？エンジェすごい？
おじさんよりよほど頭が柔軟だ。君がメイで私は誇らしいよ。
My man Kraus is having a stroke. That's all that mattered. Oh, dude.
これで私たちの問題はおしまいです。
楽しんでもらえたならいいのだね。
Oh, I sure enjoy them, alright.
ありがとう、夏日おばさん、クラウスおじさん。
With how confident he is, he must not get a lot of people getting his puzzles right. Well, he had a puzzle he had the when he gave Angie the puzzle, like he was given the puzzle to him, but even he didn't figure out the answer. So it's like, where is it? Yeah, right here. He didn't figure out the answer given to him, but it's like, that's crazy.
メダルの枚数など気にせず、みんなの鬼門難問をたっぷり楽しんでほしい。
今夜があなただけの素敵な夜になることを願っていますよ。
楽しんでるわよね、私たち。
私たちすっごい楽しい。
Alright. Man. Where did I save? Yeah, I saved around here. I'm supposed to overwrite. Yeah, this one. There we go. Number 21. So that means the next part How many medals you need to collect? I believe it's a total of 16 medals. Although, like, then again, it's like, according to the answer sheet, like the last time, like when I tried to attempt it, I got 8 total. So I think I got half of the questions wrong intentionally. But like, if you answer them correctly, you get like extra dialogue that usually tends to be important, you know, later when it comes to Angie. So yeah. But anyway, next part, we will continue more of the remaining questions that shall be corrected. So that said, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you then.